If you're a business owner, you probably encounter the same challenges and issues of large employers, with one exception. You have no wiggle room for mistakes. Today, keeping one's competitive edge requires attracting and motivating engaged, effective, and enthused talent. But there's a new pink elephant in the room. It's called accelerating change, the kind of change that can make people and businesses obsolete in short periods of time. Learning and growth plays a pivotal role in whether or not employees and business owners are going to remain competitive. And yet, how many business owners believe they even have the time to do this? I'm David Harder, and for the last 28 years, my company Inspired Work has provided career, leadership, and learning services to over 43,000 graduates and to employers such as the Walt Disney Company, University of Southern California, HBO, Rio Tinto Minerals, and others.
Gosh, I've known David Harder for about 10 years when I brought him in to work with my team, about 25 people, taking them through the Inspired Work program, and it was truly described as the most transformational program that any of my individual employees had gone through, and they do this for a living.
We've adhered to the same business model as our competitors, which is to fiercely protect our intellectual capital and then sell it to the highest bidders. As a result, the individuals and organizations that most need our help can't or won't make the investment. In the last few years, I've become increasingly alarmed with how accelerating change is impacting those of us who need and want to make a living. A recent New York Times survey indicates that 48% of working Americans view themselves as underemployed. And while we speak of statistics, Gallup's most recent global survey indicates that 87% of today's workers are in varying degrees of disengagement. That one number indicates billions of dollars in lost revenue every single day. By the conclusion of this year, all of Inspired Work's offerings for individuals and organizations are being moved onto a new platform called Workskunk. And our core services will be available to anyone who works without charge and with the same degree of simplicity offered by the world's leading internet platforms. That's what I said, free. So how could this impact you? Take a moment to consider what would happen if you have ongoing support in how to effectively scale your business and to develop a fully engaged workforce. What will happen to your business if you're building real leadership skills with everyone who works for you? What will happen in the quality of your talent if you and your colleagues develop better skills in hiring the right people? And it seems to me that all business owners can use assistance in reinventing their professional lives and also rekindling personal growth. Let's move on to the employees. Think of what will happen if all of your workers have consultative sales training, where they learn how to apply sophisticated social networking skills in attracting new clients and keeping the community around you connected to the business. What will happen if we are providing at Workskunk the information to help everyone who works stay ahead of change and become bigger assets to their employers? And where are the best places to find pipelines for active learning? We're going to make that effortless and simple for you and everyone that you want to have part of your organization.
Well, I set out 18 years ago to build a company that was created properly, meaning with a strong culture, which means how do you feel when you wake up? And I wanted my 112 employees to wake up happy, to not have a division between their personal and their professional life, because it's silly. Life is not a teeter-totter. It's a balance beam. We're all one person. And I wanted an environment where they all worked from home and there was no one in the organization to ask if they had to take their son to the dentist or the doctor. They just did it and they got their work done, and I didn't care. And it was a bit of an ego play because I wanted to win every award for best place to work and cool bosses and all of that stuff. But if you're going to build a company, why not build it right?
We want and need your help. It takes more than one new business to transform the challenges in how our citizens make a living. Success will require partnerships, and that is what we want with you. By developing long-term relationships with our donors and members, we will collectively bring so many people to the table that one of our single biggest challenges in modern life actually changes for the better. Contribute today and you can become part of a new community that over time will be filled with role models around innovation, profitability, heart, competitiveness, and skilled personal growth. Participate and together we can and will change the world.
Hello, 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 hello. All right, I really have nothing more to say.